We'll start with the client prone, and I like to kind of get a sense of what's going on with the spine. Let me go ahead and get your arms down along your side here, Marie. And so the first thing I'm doing is I'm basically just kind of tracing the spine, getting a sense. I want to get a sense if there's a little bit of a scoliosis in there, or if there's a little bit of a pull in one direction or the other. And so as I'm palpating in here on Marie, I'm noticing that there's a lot of density in tissue right up in here, all part of this upper triangle area. Okay, so for whatever reason, her body is kind of trying to shore up that area a little bit, and there's a little bit extra fascial tissue in there. And so I'm working my way down and checking all these intervertebral joints, and there's a little bit here, not as much as I see on some people. And then I come down here, and it's almost like there's like a drop right in here. It's kind of an interesting kind of a feeling, and as I do that, I feel a density in the tissue right here in this area. Much more, I mean, there's a little bit on the right side, but it's much more prominent over here. And so I'm just kind of paying attention to that, just kind of noticing that for right now. And I can feel that it goes kind of like for about 4 or 5 inches right up through here, this dense tissue up through here. And it feels like there's a little bit of a pull on the spine to the left, right down through here, as I get down closer to the hips. Okay, so I'm just kind of paying attention to that right now, and I'm going to go ahead and use her sacrum as a handle, and with my other hand on the upper thoracic, and then I'm going to take the sacrum and I'm just going to rock it back and forth a little bit. And now again, I'm paying attention to what I can see. If we did this without the drape for a minute, I'm looking at the tissue and I'm trying to get a sense in the spine if the spine is moving like this, kind of like snake-like, flexibility, or if it's moving like this in some areas, right? And so I hold my left hand there, stabilizing, and then I come down and stabilize a little bit lower, and then stabilize a little bit lower again. Again, trying to see if there are some of these inflexible areas. And the interesting thing that I notice with Marie is again a density in the tissue on the left side up through here, even when I'm doing that rocking there. But that also has the effect of kind of mobilizing the spine a little bit and getting a little bit of fluidity in there. So I'm going to go ahead and warm up the tissue a little bit. I'm going to start down here, and the whole time I'm warming up tissue, I am palpating and trying to see where are her restrictions. If I've got an hour to work on Marie, or an hour and a half, which I would prefer, either way, I want to know how I can use my time most effectively. Okay? And so I'm getting in there and I'm warming up that tissue. I'm still feeling this density in the myo-fascial tissue right up in there. I use a little bit of oil at a time because I don't want to lather a bunch of oil on her. I want just enough to get a little bit of glide, but still get plenty of drag on the tissue.